Today I want to talk about the best books that I read in January, and I'm doing it standing up this time for a bit of a change. So in January I reread a lot of books, a lot of favourites by Gail Carriger. I reread the entire series of San Andreas Shifters, my favourite series by her. I also reread Howl's Moving Castle, and Dragonsinger, Dragonsinger by Anne McCaffrey, and also the short story Goddess Trans by D.A. Simants. It's a really, really good story, and it has sort of joined my comfort reads list now. So that was mostly there was a lot of rereads at the start of the year, but I also read some really good books, so I wanted to share them. The first one I want to share is Hunger Pangs, True Love Bites by Joy Demorra. It is... It's about a disabled werewolf who goes to live and work on an island that's run by vampires, and there's romance, a cross-species romance, and I don't know, it's the relationship is really good, and also everything that's happening in the world is really good. The world building is pretty good. I was a little bit frustrated with the world building because it is very obviously inspired by Regency England and Britain, but it is also completely high fantasy in that the countries and everything, you've never heard of them, the geography is completely different, but you could see that it was very clear inspiration there, and me having to learn all these new names just wasn't that fun. But it was really good anyway. The book was really good, the concept was really, really good, and there was so previously I've read pretty vanilla stories, so I should say this is the Flirting with Fangs edition, and Joy Demorra always puts out 2 editions of every book she writes. One is Flirting with Fangs and one is Fluff and Fangs. And the Fluff and Fangs has a sort of fade to black in all the sex scenes, if you don't want that in your fiction. The Flirting with Fangs edition has full-on sex scenes. And in this book, there is some elements of BDSM and subdom play, which I found really intriguing, and it was really, really well done with aftercare and everything that makes it feel safe. So I really appreciated that, a focus on consent, and the consent really made the scenes that much better. It was just really good, and they took very good care of each other in the bedroom and out, if you could say that. It was just lovely, and I highly recommend this, especially if you're into supernatural kind of things and magical, that kind of fantasy. I recommend this, definitely. So I finished this and I thought, what can I read now? And I realised she had a short story out, which is set in the same society. It's a follow-up novella, so it's set after the book. It's called Crewel Intentions. Again, there's a difference between the Flirting with Fangs and Fluff and Fangs edition. I got the Flirting with Fangs edition because I like a bit of sauciness. And this is basically they go for a shopping spree, and there's interesting play with, like, they go for a shopping spree for both clothes and toys, bedroom toys, and then there's like fun scenes about that. So it's just fun. I just liked it. It was just a nice time. Now on to something completely different. I read, one of the first books I read this year was the first book in the series about Irena. This is book number 2, but I thought I would just show you. Irena, or Irena, Irena probably. Irena let me check here. What's her name? Senderova. She lived in Warsaw during the war, and she helped people, like especially children, escape from the ghetto in Warsaw, which, yeah, she is quite well known for having smuggled out babies in her toolbox, but this was just a look at her life, and like more than just a snapshot of smuggling out one baby. It was just like showing how things led up to that, how she decided to do it, and all the kids, like all the machinery kind of that she built up to save all these kids. And I'm looking forward to reading number 2 and number 3 in the series. So this, I think, is about the children, and then this is trying to reunite the children with the parents that they were taken away from to get out of the ghetto. So it's pretty dark, but as you can see, the style is pretty childish, so it kind of offset the darkness, if that makes sense at all. So like there was torture, but it was bearable because we have Snoopy. not quite, but like the drawing style is just perfectly, like, it doesn't go too gritty. It kind of lets you experience the story, but not in a punch you in the face kind of way. I don't know if that makes sense at all. But yeah, those are the books that I want to talk to you about that I read in January. And if you've read any of them, let me know. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!